With a finger on the pulse of our community, I'm Renee Mera with Community News Roundup. Science of Spirituality, a nonprofit spiritual organization, is transforming lives under the spiritual guidance of Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj with ethical living, meditation, as well as selfless service. Science of Spirituality held an enlightening talk by Dr. Matthew Rader at the United Nations last week. It was called Youthful Aging, Timeless Consciousness.
Point, you're going to close your eyes very gently, gazing into the middle of the darkness in front of you. You can imagine there's a point 8 to 10 inches in front of you. You're just gazing into the middle of the darkness.
United Nations Staff Recreation Council Science of Spirituality Club hosted its first event with Dr. Matthew Rader, who's a geriatric doctor, and also teaches meditation for the last 3 decades. And today's talk was about youthful aging, timeless consciousness, and bringing that inner peace that we all are looking for.
And interestingly, my spiritual master, Sant Rajinder Singh, once gave a lecture to the International Association of Near-Death Studies individuals and told them that their experiences were quite real, seeing wondrous lights and music, but they were the very beginning of the experiences as they were able to transcend this physical world and go and have experiences of the inner consciousness. And the experiences we have, this consciousness gives us without trying on our part. All we have to do is sit still and do nothing. And those aspects are peacefulness, fearlessness, a ending to any fears one might have of death, a feeling of universal love for everybody and everything. Interesting, that reminds me, that this was also years ago, this is about 20 years ago, one of my daughters told me once, she says, "You know, Dad, we come downstairs on the weekend and you've been meditating. We can't be around you for about half hour. You're so happy it's just obnoxious to be near you." So that happens, and meditation gets to be very habit forming. I can tell you meditation is far more addictive. You have an opportunity to go into your own private retreat and energize yourself, recharge your batteries, and potentially have wondrous experiences. So I would challenge all of you who haven't started meditating, start with a few minutes a day. Every few days, add a few minutes till you finally work up to meditating about 20, 25 minutes, and do that for 4 months. And in 4 months, I guarantee you will notice positive changes in yourselves. I'm so convinced of that if you're not satisfied, I will give you a full refund. At the point, you're going to close your eyes very gently, gazing into the middle of the darkness in front of you. You can imagine there's a point 8 to 10 inches in front of you. You're just gazing into the middle of the darkness. So your mind doesn't start jumping around. Mentally repeat some name of divinity that you feel you have a close relationship with. Or since here we're at the United Nations and you can't find any such name for yourselves, repeat the word peace in your mind over and over again. Okay, so let's try this. Close your eyes very gently. Gaze into the middle of darkness. Mentally repeat some name of divinity or the word peace in your mind over and over again, and I will let you know when 5 minutes is up.
Thank you so much, Dr. Matthew Rader. And as you rightly said, it does elevate your consciousness. It awakens you really to who you really are. And as he said, it's so addictive. Meditation is so very addictive. And once you get that inner peace, you radiate that peace outside. And that's one of the SDGs of the United Nations. You know, we're talking about the peace paradigm, and that's what meditation does. And we've put out the pamphlets for Jyoti Meditation. Please feel free to take them, and love to have you part of our SOS registration form. So there's a registration form is being passed around. So please become a member. Admission is free. And we'd love you to support this because it's evidence-based. There is no cost. There's nothing. It's just that you become owner of yourself and you get that inner peace. I want to thank Dr. Rader and his family and Guru Swami Parmeshwananda ji and Dr. Bhadra Shah. She's one of the trustees of the World Parliament of Religions, and Lynn over here, and Pramila ji, and so many, all of you have come out from the United Nations community and our Science and Spirituality Club. Mr. Negi, thank you so very much. Pramila ji, thank you very much, and thank you all, and Dr. Rader's family for coming out here from Connecticut and talking about such a pertinent topical topic, which is youthful aging, timeless consciousness, and that's the message. Take it with you, because it's inside you, and nobody can take it away from you.
I'm Dr. Bhadra Shah, and this was my first experience with this kind of program. I really enjoyed it. Not only enjoyed it, but I learned a lot, and I wish there will be many more programs like this and more people coming in to take advantage of it. So I'll be there definitely. Thank you.
I'm here with Dr. Matthew Rader. He practices geriatric medicine for the last over 3 decades and teaches meditation under the auspices of Science of Spirituality. And today's topic was youthful aging, timeless consciousness. And Dr. Rader, I think it's so addictive that you talked about. And tell us, how we can all get in this. It's inside us. It's like, it's our birthright to know about it, but yet we move away from it, though it's right inside us. So how do we connect ourselves again? And as a lot of people said, it helps in so many chronic illnesses, whether it's hypertension or it's, reducing our cortisol levels or increasing our DHEA. But how do we get it? We know all this, but yet we move away from it.
Well, if we take a look back at how we're doing in our day-to-day lives, 99.9% of it is we're concerned with our body or our jobs or interactions with others. And it's very rare that we actually take a moment to think about our inner selves. But if we can take one step there and just start carving out some time for our inner selves through meditation, the benefits are unlimited. We find a greater degrees of peace, we get better health, we get more relaxed, our interactions with others improve. And then if we start getting some experiences and learning about this inner energy of our consciousness, the notions of peace, universal love, and fearlessness just come to us. And then we realize that although we have a physical body in our mind, our true essence is that of an inner energy of light. And then when we realize that others have it, we automatically feel that we're really a part of all of humanity. So meditation helps us on so many different levels. And I tell people often, they say, well, I tried it for a few weeks. Never give up. What I often say is that it's like running a marathon. On day one, maybe we'll walk a quarter of a mile, and after a period of time, we can run 26 miles. So whatever we're starting, just keep meditating and keep at it, and good things are bound to happen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rader. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vimi Kohli, and I was here in UN for a meditation talk, and it was very inspiring. And I feel like we should do meditation every day, and whenever we get time, we should practice this, because it's not only physically helps us, but mentally and spiritually it helps us. That's what I learned. And it was amazing talk by Dr. Matthew, and I would say nothing like that. Thank you so much.
The talk was very informative because he brought to it science and how science has proven that meditation has an impact not only on young people but also people in older stages in life. Thank you for bringing him to us.
And it was very interesting to know a lot of new things, how the medical science has come close to the real thing about meditation and how does meditation helps physically, mentally and spiritually. Spiritually, we know all that meditation is a big thing and that's the only way. But in a medical field, now they are acknowledging and they are telling us that how does it help physically also. And which is very eye-opening by the talk of Dr. Matthew Rader today. And we are very thankful to the group who organized this and hope to see more of these talks in future. Thank you.
Transforming our lives one soul at a time and elevating our consciousness. That's what meditation does to all of us. Reporting from the United Nations, I'm Renee Mehra, ITV Gold News. Bollywood actor and former Miss Universe Sushmita Sen will be here next week, Thursday, June 21st at Antos by Minar. And this special program is all about women empowerment. The organizers of this program were here in the studios and talked to me about this great upcoming event with this icon.
Hello everyone, this is Sushmita Sen and I'm super excited to be joining you all on the 21st of June 2018 at Anton's Minar, organized by V Enterprises and Anton. It's always a pleasure to celebrate and empower women and have every opportunity and platform to do so. So do join me again on the 21st of June with lots and lots of love. I look forward to having a wonderful evening with you all. Lots of love. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Renee Mehra and welcome to the Renee Report, bringing you issues of topical interest. Today my guests are going to talk about a very, very special evening that's coming up next week. That's Thursday, June 21st from 7 p.m. onwards at Anton's by Minar in Long Island. And the guest of honor is none other than Bollywood icon and former Miss Universe, Sushmita Sen. And this program is all about women empowerment and how we can strengthen the gender parity issues. And joining us today, we have organizers for that event. We have Rajiv Maini, who is the Vice President of Minar and Anton's. Thank you very much, Rajiv ji, for coming. Bharat Goradia, he's a promoter of many, many Bollywood shows and artists, and very familiar face in New York City. And another familiar face is Manjari Parikh, and she is Miss Teen New York International for 2017, as well as Miss Teen New York Bollywood US. Is that Bollywood?
Bollywood USA.
Bollywood USA. So she's got tons and tons of titles, and though she's still a teen. So let's talk to both of you gentlemen first. I know, Manjari, you're emceeing the program, and I'm going to come to you right after that. But Bharatji, tell us, and Rajivji, tell us, it's a special program with a very special human being. You know, Sushmita Sen has done a lot of charities, and Miss Universe, very articulate about so many women issues.
Yeah, I think this is the first time ever after winning that title in 1994, which is almost now 24 years.
That's right.
She is doing, we are really privileged to have the first ever event, public event, which she is doing on the 21st of June, Thursday, at from 7 p.m. onwards at Anton's Minar, Hicksville. And it's really privilege of all of us, and especially she is a role model, real role model for all the women, because without getting married, she adopted two young girl child long back. At that time, it was very difficult, and that was the first move she had taken. And so therefore, I mean, everybody, after announcing it, within 3-4 days, we have got so much inquiries. People are keen all over, not only here, Tri-State, but from all over. We have got so much inquiry and invitation that we wanted to come. That shows the popularity Sushmita Sen has got, and it will be a wonderful event. All of you, the viewers of ITV, are requested to come and join and strengthen the woman power, which she is representing.
It's all about women power. It's all about women power, and I think that's what even now we're talking about Planet 50-50 by maybe 2030 or so. That's one of the United Nations mandates, so we're hoping that too. Rajiv ji, Anton's has become like almost like a landmark in Long Island now. Everybody goes to it. It's always Anton's. So tell us your contribution to this great event. I mean, I know it's held at your place.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Renuji, for your kind words. I mean, Anton's has been, like Minar has been household name for like 30 years in New York. Everybody knows that. So Neetuji is one of the founders, you know, and with his collaboration, we started Anton's 5 years back, and we are so pleased to announce this women empowerment. We're doing it for the first time, of course, with the help of Bharatji, and Manjari is anchoring the event. And that's all we're focusing at this event is women empowerment, which we are trying to get something from Sushmita ji. If she agrees to a charity, we want to start it from New York itself, you know, with help of all the viewers. People are going to come attend. So that's what our main goal is.
That's interesting. So, you know, maybe if she gets involved with the charity that you're talking about.
Exactly. And we really want that those funds goes to the right place in India and help whatever is happening back home. You know, it's tragic when we see it in the TV, but we definitely want to help. At whatever level we can.
And what charity are you thinking of at this point?
We have 2 or 3 charities in mind. We're going to see what fits her availability and what is that she okays with it, you know. there are so many movies made on so many things, but I don't think anybody follow that. So we have something in mind, which I don't want to disclose it right now. So, but definitely we're going to get okay from Mara. We'll take it from there.
In 1995 or something, in those she had come to AI Diwali Mela.
Yes.
And I actually interviewed. It was freezing cold, and I still remember that. Revisiting that scene, and she was so articulate about what she wanted even then. You know, she was passionate about charity, and so I could see that vision in her, even at that time.
She's a committed lady, and whatever
Yes.
she says, whatever she commits, she
Absolutely.
fulfills it.
Absolutely.
And she is always with a smiling face, cooperating with everybody. I mean, it's very, very, with dignity and all.
Absolutely.
That's in spite of 24 years, still
Absolutely.
one of the most outstanding star, which is in
I
demand
agree.
from all across globe, not only USA, Canada, but wherever she goes.
Yes.
The craze of Susmita is
Those
amazing.
movies that she made, Dastak was the first one, then
Yes.
Belhal, and then
BB number one,
She got the
Fiza,
supporting,
Fiza.
yeah.
Yeah, so all.
So there was a
She
lot.
got Mother Teresa Award for charity.
Mother Teresa Award, yes,
That's-
and
that's
she's
the
got the
biggest-
Filmfare Award. So it's been great. She's
Yeah.
gone through a great journey.
As a star, she has done a wonderful.
Absolutely, and that's Thursday, June 21st from 7 p.m. onwards, Anton's by Minar in Long Island. And we'd love to see you over there. And Manjri, you're going to be emceeing, and I want to tell our viewers she's Miss Teen New York, And then, of course, you're Miss Teen
Bollywood
USA,
Yes.
Miss Teen New York International. So tell us all these titles that you're picking up as you're going along, and you're 18 right now. And you got these titles last year.
Yes.
Right? So you got the whole crown and everything out here. To tell us,
Yes.
what was it for you? I mean, we're talking of Miss Universe, but we're talking of something local over here,
Sure.
Yes, and something, a common motto between all pageantry, whether it's Miss Universe or my titles, is beauty with a purpose.
Yes.
And when you think of beauty with a purpose, I think the most amazing role model for that is Sushmita Sen, because and a lot of people don't know that her humble beginning started in a Hindi medium school, and then when she became 18, she won Miss Universe, and she went on to really define beauty with a purpose with her
Yes.
I Am Foundation, and she became such an umbrella for so many charities, and that's something that we would really like to incorporate into our event is her charities, like Mr. Raj mentioned, and it's amazing that we're able to do that with our help from Mr. India, Bollywood promoter
Yes.
Bharat Garodia, and Raj from Antons by Minar. And something that me and Sushmita also have in common is that she's a single mother of 2 children, 2 daughters, and my mother's also a single mother. And it's because of her story of adversity that I became a spokesperson for domestic abuse. And I'm very inspired by Sushmita and all of her charity work. And she's a role model not only to myself, but to young women all over the world, which is why it's so amazing to have her at our event, because she is the icon of women empowerment.
Absolutely. And there's one common feature here to her daughter's name is Renee as well.
Yes, of course.
Let's not forget that.
Yes, let's not forget that. And so, Manjri, you absolutely said beauty with a purpose. That's what pageantry should be all about. Many times
Yes.
people think, oh, it's just it's a beauty pageant. There's
Yes.
more to it than that meets
For
the eye.
sure.
And when you have that meaningful discussion with pageantry, then we are really creating a different mindset
Yes.
for a lot of people. And I think that's what Sushmita Sen has done. And, Manjri, you are, on that path as
Yes.
well,
Yes,
starting
yes.
off with Miss Teen, and I'm sure you'll be going on to
Yes.
other, beauty pageants. And when we talk about beauty with a purpose, that becomes very, very meaningful.
Yes.
Because, beauty goes with brains.
Yes.
And it's not just about pageant. We're talking about making a contribution
Yes.
to society in different ways. Whatever,
Yeah.
you can do or she has done.
Yes.
And anybody can do. All of us in our special ways, like Rajiv Maini talked about Gauradi, about the charity. So we all in our special ways can move the needle on so many issues. And being in the world of pageantry, that is so very important because you're right there. So people know you. You're
Yes.
on the catwalk, you're facing the lights, like today we're facing the camera.
Yes.
Same way, this becomes very important to become voices of our community, voices of so many underprivileged populations and communities, whether it's in India or anywhere, any
Yep.
part of the world. So what is your, we talked about beauty with a purpose, what is your vision as you go along, probably making more titles to your name,
Yes.
and what would you do with the beauty and the purpose that we're talking about?
So definitely through my passion of performing arts, I have been able to empower women, because every time I step foot on stage, I know that there are young girls watching me, and it's an important message to show to them that they can do whatever they set their heart to do and whatever they would like to do. And that's something that a lot of females, it might be normal here in America, but in a very, very small underprivileged villages in India and all over the world, these girls don't have that vision. They don't see that vision. They don't see that that's possible. And that's something I would love to spread, that value of women empowerment and female empowerment, that we can do anything that we set our minds to do. And that's something I would like to carry on a platform moving forward.
That's wonderful. Again, it's going to be on Thursday, June 21st from 7 p.m. onwards in Antons by Minar. That's in Hicksville,
That's
Long
right.
Island.
Yes.
And so your final words, why should people come there? It's about women empowerment. It's about a woman who has empowered herself and become a role model, Sushmita Sen. So
We didn't have anything like any other day. Bharaji came to me and we started talking about this project here. So we didn't have this. This was an inspiration from Sushmita.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at my team, people like Manjari and Bharaji. I'm looking at it, so I want to make it a powerful message for
Very
everybody who's coming to Antons, that this is not just we're coming, hanging out, and we have a definitely mean to this project
Yes.
where we started.
yes.
So I wish we could have done this a few years back, but
That's okay. Better late
better
than
But
late than
we have
never.
got a
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah.
Yes.
stage we have made. It is an exceedingly well. I mean, never have I seen such a stage which we are
that's
going to have.
wonderful.
It will
That's
be one of the best memorable evening one can have, because we have invited two Saregamapa and Indian Idol finalists over there. We have got a comedian over there. Then we have got a VIP lounge where people can with LED screen. So
Yes.
even if they don't get over there, they can see while drinking and all. So
Wonderful.
unlimited dinner, drinks, of course, courtesy entrance. But yes, we have got the wonderful ambience over there with such a beautiful anchor, singers, dancers. Yes, we have got dancers also who are going to perform on the Sushmita's songs before she welcomes there. So I mean, everything, you can have a picture with Sushmita ji
that's
whenever you come, and all the young female or the females or women who have achieved laurels in their field, they will be felicitated at the ends of the Sushmita ji. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. It's one of the most memorable. Even if we can have 3 hours of entertainment and all the women empowerment.
Well, thank you very much, Bharat Goradia, Raji Mani, and Manjri Parikh for coming here. And once again,
Thank
it's
you.
Thursday, June 21st, 7 p.m. onwards, Antons by Minar in Hicksville, Long Island. And it's all about women power, and strength brings those numbers in when you come in there and meet Sushmita Sen and feel empowered with what she has done. Her story itself is very inspiring and helps us to envision more. I'm Renee Mehra. Thank you so much for watching the Renee Report.
Hello everyone, this is Sushmita Sen, and I'm super excited to be joining you all on the 21st of June 2018 at Antons Minar, organized by V Enterprises and Anton. It's always a pleasure to celebrate and empower women and have every opportunity and platform to do so. So do join me again on the 21st of June with lots and lots of love. I look forward to having a wonderful evening with you all. Lots of love. Bye.
That's all for today's Community News. I'm Renee Mehra. Thank you for letting us be part of your day.